Our next fellow is Kimberly Rieger from the School of Applied Studies. Kimberly earned a Master of Criminal Justice in 2003 and lives in Portland, Maine, where she is the Chief United States Probation Officer for the District of Maine. The agency is the investigation and law enforcement arm of the federal courts. She serves the federal courts as a national trainer and subject matter expert and has received commendation for her work with the agency. Kimberly previously served the District of Kansas and Western District of Oklahoma as Deputy Chief United States Probation Officer. In the District of Kansas, she was an officer and substance abuse and mental health treatment specialist. She said this of how her Washburn degree helped her in her career. An advanced degree is crucial to compete for federal law enforcement positions and advancement within your agency. I would not be where I am today without my master's degree from Washburn. Gary Baines, professor and associate dean of the School of Applied Studies, said, "Your achievements have been nothing less than amazing. You obviously continue to face new challenges with the same passion and willingness as you did as a student, and you've succeeded." Kimberly is a graduate of the Federal Judicial Center's Leadership Development Program, and she has served on numerous boards and is active as a Delta Gamma alumna at the University of Oklahoma, where she earned her undergraduate degree. Her mom and dad noted her natural leadership. You accepted every opportunity you could for leadership. You were amazing on the debate team and always got your point across. This would be a problem when we were having a discussion. Sometimes I would wonder who won. Your grandfather told you to get all the education you could, and you would go far. Indeed, you have gone far and met the challenges life has given you. Congratulations on your journey. We can't wait to see what happens next. On behalf of the Washburn Alumni Association and School of Applied Studies, we are pleased to honor Kimberly Rieger as a Washburn Alumni Fellow.
I'm pretty sure my mother called those leadership qualities bossy. Glad to know she's ironed that out. Now, the bad news is that I'm not the last speaker either, but the good news is that this timed out at 3 minutes and 22 seconds. I'd like to begin by thanking the Washburn Alumni Association and the School of Applied Studies for honoring me with the Alumni Fellow recognition. My late grandfather was a child of the Great Depression and left school at an early age to look for work. He always told me never to turn down a chance to further my education. My time at Washburn certainly helped me heed that great advice. I know the graduate degree I earned here has been instrumental in advancing my career. So I thank all of you, and especially those faculty members in the Criminal Justice Department who were part of that journey with me. As I was considering what my remarks should be here today, I thought a lot about that advice from my grandfather and how often I remembered it throughout my life. It made me consider what advice I might give, especially to the students who are here today, or anyone who's just starting on a career journey. So here's a few tidbits that might help you. First, bring a good attitude and can-do spirit to your work. An employee who is positive, eager to learn, and generally pleasant to be around is a treasure. An employer can train you to do almost anything when you bring positivity and a willingness to learn. Second, don't lie. I know this sounds like an obvious one, but trust me, you are going to mess something up. You will make a mistake, you'll miss a deadline, or you'll just handle something incorrectly. Don't panic and lie about it or try to cover it up. Your first big mistake at work is also your first opportunity to show your employer how much they can trust you. When you realize you've done something wrong, bring it to your supervisor's attention. Bonus points if you come with a recommendation on how to resolve the situation. Employers understand that mistakes happen. How you handle it will tell them if they can trust you. Third, figure out the value that you bring to your job and bring it every day. As millennials, this is particularly important. I read somewhere that millennials are like gluten. No one really knows what they are, but everybody loves to hate them. You may experience negativity in the workplace just because of your generational status. You can overcome this by leaning into some of the things that as a millennial actually make you Millennials are great team players. You are much better team players than Gen Xers like me who thrive at working independently. I think kind of my mom's remarks may have referenced that again. You grew up with team play. You played every sport your parents could sign you up for. You participated in online gaming with kids from around the world. Lean into your ability to collaborate. Your employer will love it, and your coworkers will appreciate your team spirit. Millennials seek and value diversity. Those same parents who overprogrammed you with every sport and activity also took you everywhere they went. They gave you the gift of travel, whether it was with them or encouraging you to study abroad. Mark Twain said, "Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all of one's lifetime." By the time millennials enter the workforce, they've seen so much more of the world than the generations before them. This broad worldview fosters a spirit of inclusion that older generations can lack. Last and perhaps most importantly, millennials are tech savvy. If your older coworkers don't value your team spirit or your broad worldview, show them how to text, and you'll have a friend for life. Thank you, and millennials, good luck.